Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the Slider Lab. This is episode 2. Let's get it started. Now, today's video will be about slowing the game down on All-American and Heisman. One of the complaints some people have about the PS2 Xbox Gen games is how fast the players move, most notably on the PS2 version of the game, and I do tend to agree with this. If you're on console, there's no way to change this with an in-game setting. Your only option is to slow the players down by lowering your running back ability and tackle sliders. Just to remind all of you, this only works on All-American and Heisman. Since varsity mode sliders are already heavily weighted towards the CPU, we just leave that alone. Now let's have a look. First, on All-American, this is how your running back ability slider should look. 20 is the setting for both sides. The tackle slider should be set to 10 for the human and 20 for the CPU. On Heisman, just a little bit different. 20 is the running back ability setting for both sides, and a tackle slider is set to 15 for both sides. Now, my philosophy has always been to keep a large gap between the running back ability and tackle slider to cut down on those goofy WWE hits that cause an excessive amount of fumbles, and that philosophy has not changed here at all. Because the way the running back and tackle sliders scale, abilities on both sides of the ball are lowered. For example, your running backs will have less carry ability and less break tackle ability, but in turn, the defense has less hit power and less tackling ability, so all things should be even. Another added benefit to using this method is the fatigue factor. You will notice fatigue has a much greater effect on both sides of the ball. Players will actually be substituted once they fall below the fatigue threshold you have set in your auto subs found in the settings in the controller layout. I recommend a ratio of 80 in, 85 out. Also, be advised about the added effect fatigue brings, especially on Heisman. In this one play I was involved in, there were two players with relatively even speed and acceleration. The running back I was controlling was caught from behind on a long run by the player that was just as fast as he was. When I checked the formation subs after the play, I noticed my running back had 86 energy and a safety that ran me down had 93 energy. This literally equates to, at least in my mind, a whole other game feature, as fatigue does not seem to work very well when your running back and tackle sliders are set to any level over 50. So there it is, people. There's a great way to slow the game down and also add another strategic element to it. This has been episode 2 of the Slider Lab. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned, folks. Talk to you later.